Good morning. Would staff introduce yourself for the record?
Chrissy LeBlanc, classification.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
We have a classification, Jerry Lowe. We're ready for him.
Jerry, come on in for me. Have a seat right here, please.
Go up to the table. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Lowe. How are you this morning?
Bless, ma'am.
Good. Would you introduce yourself? Tell us your name and your DOC number.
Jerry Lowe, 494518.
Okay, Mr. Lowe, do you have a parole revocation questionnaire there with you?
Ma'am. Oh, yes, ma'am.
That's your signature at the bottom of that page.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
You are ready to proceed for a revocation decision this morning without an attorney.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to read the allegations against you, Mr. Lowe. Ask you to plead to you're not guilty, and then we'll move on to the interview. Your case has been assigned to Ms. Weiss. Just take the lead on the interview.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you're accused of violating the conditions of your parole. Condition number 3, you moved from your address of record and failed to update your officer. How do you plead to violate condition number 3?
Guilty on that, ma'am.
You said not guilty?
Guilty on that, ma'am.
Okay, guilty, I'm sorry. Okay, condition number 4, you are alleged to have been involved in criminal activity as evidenced by your arrest on June 4, 2021 by the Arlington Police Department for unlawful possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, possession of marijuana, possession of CS4, possession of CS, a controlled substance, another possession of controlled substance, unlawful carrying of a weapon, and prohibited substance item in a correctional facility. The charge was amended to disorderly conduct, and you were ordered to pay a fine of $176 on August 2nd, 2022. How do you plead to violating condition number 4?
Not guilty.
Right. And we have lastly, condition number 5. You are alleged to have been involved in criminal activity as evidenced by your arrest on 6/4/2021 by Arlington Police for unlawful possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, possession of marijuana, and then 1, 2, 3 counts of possession of a controlled substance, unlawful carrying of a weapon, and prohibited substance or item in a correctional facility. How do you plead to violating condition number 5?
Not guilty.
Right? Your case has been assigned to Mrs. Wise. Would you answer her questions?
Good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Weiss.
How's it going?
I'm blessed, ma'am.
Good to hear. Now, I see where your case was transferred to Texas in September of 2020. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what happened? Why you stop reporting over there?
I moved to Texas, ma'am, with my
Right.
wife. I didn't know anyone in Texas. Me and my wife had an altercation, not bad, but we got a divorce. And I was put on the street, so I was homeless for some months. I obtained rehab.
When is this? When did they put out?
August to October of 20, right after I got like a year, something
Now,
like
wait a minute.
that.
Now, transferred to Texas in September of 2020.
Yes, ma'am. When I got out, when I got out 2020, like a year, so just say a year after that, sometime in 21, where we got.
Okay, so August of 21 is when y'all broke up.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Around.
Around that time, and I was reporting as I can, no vehicle, no nothing. And I told Babylon that I'm moving with my daughter, but I wasn't on her lease. So it was a 1-bedroom apartment. So after that, I was, I'm just stuck. By me just coming home, I needed help. I didn't have nobody in Texas that I could turn to in Houston, so they led me to get a ride. So when I got a ride to Arlington, I met with the people that I was getting in the car with. And at that time, that's when the police found all us, but none of that wasn't mine, none of that stuff.
All that's in the report, so your statement is matching what's in the report. So when you got put out by your wife, did you report that to your parole officer in Texas?
Yes,
To
ma'am.
see any place she could refer you to, if there's Salvation Army or Goodwill place, did you do that?
No, he asked me, do I have another address? And I gave him my daughter's address. I have all that here.
Okay, and that was, now you Houston, and that was gonna require you to move to Arlington.
No, after that, no, I gave him the address in Houston. After my wife, I still.
But you got, okay, so you told the officer, you didn't tell the officer I'm homeless, I need a place to stay. You told the officer, this is where I'm going to go move to.
No, he asked me, did I have another address in Texas to go to right now? And I told him, yeah, until I get myself together. And he went by and checked it. That's when I was telling her that I have to get myself together because I couldn't stay there. And I told him that, and he straight revoked me. He straight revoked me.
Okay.
And some part that came, that he had left a card. But I had already went to Arlington trying to make it to my sister's house. Because I wasn't on the lease.
So now my next question to, when you told the officer, I got put out by my wife, I'm gonna move here, and then when that didn't work out, did you tell the officer, I can't live at the second place? Did you tell the officer that I don't have a place to live?
No, ma'am, I didn't. I absconded by then because I had missed 2 months. And I'm here.
Yeah. It's not a violation to be homeless. The violation is not letting the officer know you're homeless.
Yes, ma'am. But I did tell him I was in rehab. That's when I went to rehab, I did notify him and let him know that I was in rehab, trying to get better, trying to get myself together.
Yeah.
September and October of 21. I was at the Right Step recovery home in Houston, Texas.
Good. That's good to hear. So that's probably what contributed to your divorce too, your drug use, huh?
Yeah, I got back on drugs after my divorce and everything went down. Like I'm not.
Oh, you're saying that it was after your divorce. It's not the reason why. Was that a factor in your divorce? The fact that you were using drugs?
No, ma'am, it was after, because I did good the whole year after 20 to 21. It was just financial problems. That was my biggest thing with me and my wife, and that brought us down. And after that, I got back on drugs and I failed completely down. Like I'm here admitting my wrongs, to make it right. Now, I got kids. I'm trying to better myself in society. I've been at the Beavers 10 months without a write-up, back there just sitting, waiting, trying to see what's better for me. I just need y'all help to give me another chance in society to be a better person, be a better man, and try to do what I need to do to, get myself together.
Okay, sir. All right. That's all I had, Chairman. Thank you.
Thank y'all. God bless y'all.
All right, is there anything else you'd like to say to us before we vote?
It's all in God's hand. Y'all do. I just pray for the best now, prepare for the worst.
We're ready to vote. Mrs. Wise will be voting first.
Mr. Lowe, you really did get yourself in a bind. My vote is to revoke your supervision based on your guilty plea and the findings of guilty to the other allegations. I'm going to, recommend transitional work before you get out this time and substance abuse treatment. You are almost eligible for transitional work. Best wishes to you, sir, but learn from this mistake. Don't repeat it, but learn from it. That is my vote.
Mr.
Mr. Lowe,
Mr. Lowe,
Yes, sir.
how long have you been using drugs?
Not that long. It's only when I go through something. I
Okay,
can't say
okay. So how long have you used drugs?
a couple, like a year. It'd be on and off, like a year, 6 months, something like that. It don't be like I don't know.
That's sufficient, okay.
Yes, sir.
My vote is a little different. In lieu of revocation, complete a long-term substance abuse program provided for you by the Department of Corrections. And we'll add some conditions after you complete the program. Attend at least 3 NAAA meetings a week and follow all recommendations of that substance abuse program.
All right, Mr. Lowe. I've listened intently. I think you need some help. I do think you need some help, but I also believe you need some other skills training and help with job placement. My vote today also is to revoke. And make a recommendation for a transitional work program and substance abuse program prior to release. So you've received one vote that was favorable by Mr. Roche, but you've received 2 votes to revoke. So today, Mr. Lowe, your parole's being revoked. Good work, sir.